Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Virtual FMR. My name is Clive Finnimore. Tonight we are running on Zwift. We are running Film My Run 500 with NoblePro, climbing 500 meters of elevation at 12% incline. How are you all? Here we go. Let's get the treadmill moving. Make sure I'm connected. We're using the right microphone tonight. Last night, the problem was I forgot to turn the microphone on. So the microphone in the webcam was picking up my voice, so I had to shout all the way through Workout Wednesday. Let's get up to 5 kilometers per hour, which would be what we'll walk the lead in, and the first part of the run. Good afternoon, Tina. Hello. That reminds me, we'll get to see Tina's nails in a minute. We'll get the run on the way. Nail day for Tina today, so we'll bring them up on the screen. We'll do that in a bit. Here we go then. And we're off! Let's get the incline up to 12%. Treadmill's climbing up. A few of the runners are bombed off in front. I've got Sally Halworth with me tonight. Who else have we got here who I recognise? I think I've stood on some WD-40. Paul Hayward! Hello, Paul Hayward is in the run with us tonight. Welcome along, buddy. I've either stood on WD-40 or I've got something on the treadmill, but I am slipping uphill tonight. Here we go then, currently on the lead-in. Drop some group ride-ons quickly. There we go. To everyone that's in the Beacon group and surrounding areas. And to anyone that's on Zwift, who I know. Back to the data screen. There you go. It all works all right now, doesn't it? So tonight we're running on cobbled Climbs Run. So we're in the town or the city tonight. What map's this then? Is this Richmond? This is Richmond, isn't it? I think. I remember Bettina mentioning Richmond at the beginning of the week. Tina's our Zwift route finder, selector. I've got the fan on, I've got the heart rate monitor on. We don't need the watch on tonight because it syncs up to Garmin Connect. Watch is currently in recovery, so my training readiness or progress or whatever you want to call it is currently in recovery. So it thinks I'm not running as much this week, which I'm not, of course, because I'm in taper week, so that might be a good thing. Tina says, yes, this is Richmond. Thank you, Tina. While it's nice and relaxing and we're walking, should we have a look at Tina's nails? Let's have a look then. So here we go then. First of all, we've got Sebastian, who's currently at some form of Olympic stadium, look. He's taking part, I think, is it a 7 kilometre or 6k or 7k in real life run event tonight? And that's obviously the stadium or the grounds that he's taking part in. Quite a few there, isn't there? There's another picture from a different angle. It's the start line. Good luck to Sebastian. Well, he's obviously finished by now, so I hope you had a good run and enjoyed it. Well done, Sebastian. And now, there's Tina's nails, look. There is the autumn colour choice for September. Watch screen matching. Tina's just confirming, yes, Sebastian's running 7 kilometres tonight. He's probably run it by now. Tina's got her training readiness up to 50%. That's good. Let's see if I can see mine on my other phone. No data on that phone. Let's have a look on the one that I'm playing YouTube on. Can't hear any music now. It's strange when the music goes off. Let's bring up my training readiness. Sync up the watch. Currently says sync your device. Currently no data available. Strange when it does that. I think it's because I leave the phone that the watch connects to. It's my older phone. I leave it at home. So it probably hasn't synced up yet. Here we go then. Oh, it's taking its time. I haven't been that active today. Just quick check that I'm walking the right speed. Yeah, right. Training readiness for me today, or at this moment in time, 70. Moderate, you've got this, apparently. Body battery, 32. Sleep last night, 7 hours, 12 minutes. Restless. Apparently, I did feel a bit tired today. So there we go, there's my Garmin Connect info. "50 metres to go into the first arch, at which we'll bump the speed up to 5.5 kilometres per hour. Rise up onto the balls of our feet and start jogging." Anthony Anderson says, hello. Tina says it's not on Strava yet. Tina B says hi to everyone. Paul Haywood says hi. Not doing incline. That's absolutely fine, Paul. Absolutely fine, buddy. Walk it out, jog it out, run it out, sprint it out, whatever you want. Crawl it out. You're here. Thank you very much for joining tonight. I've just touched the first arch, so we're going up into the balls of our feet now. Just an easy run for Paul tonight. Auntie Anson's training readiness is 77. Very nice indeed. Body battery, 85. Raring to go, Anthony. Raring to go. Nice nails, Tina, says Paul Haywood. Tina's body battery is only 28. I think another day off, she says. Anthony Anderson, that is awesome, buddy. Anthony says 13.5 kilometre run this morning. He's been on. Tina says Anthony stays in bed till lunchtime. Anthony's been out for a run, Tina. That would explain the body battery. If he'd been in bed till lunchtime. So Tina will be wearing her finger protecting gloves now to protect those awesome looking nails. The weather here in Cornwall today, very, very grey. The wind has gone, it's been nice and still, there's been no wind today. A few drizzly spells. Very foggy and misty all day. But it hasn't been too bad. Apparently tomorrow it's going to be cloudy but dry. Park run Saturday is going to be wet. Boo! Sunday's going to be wet, but then all next week and the weekend is going to be really nice. So it looks like approaching my run. Next weekend looks like we're going to have nice sunny weather. However, it's rained so much. A lot of the trails across farmers' land, over the moors, etc. So it's going to be very wet and muddy under feet. But the weather's looking nice for next week, which is always a bonus, isn't it? Tina says it's been warm, dry and greyish there in Somerset. He said that's why my training readiness and body battery's so high, because he's been in bed all morning, according to Tina. So I've put the blue hat back on in game, Tina. I've got the blue hat on in real life tonight. It needs to come up to the shower with me afterwards. It looks a bit sweaty and needs a good wash. So the hat can come up to the shower with me afterwards, as well as the heart rate monitor. Always got to rinse the heart rate monitor out. We learnt that lesson a few years ago. Tina told us all off for having smelly heart rate monitors. So mine comes in the shower with me now every night. Tina says, that's better now. You both look normal in your blue hats and orange tops. Human matching avatar. Yes, so last night we did Workout Wednesday Group B. Felt good, felt like a good solid effort, but felt nice. However, I didn't have my proper microphone working because I forgot to turn it on. So I was having to shout to the other side of the room where there was a microphone in one of the webcams. However, we got on, we did it. That's what counts. And now we're here on Film My Run 500 with NoblePro, climbing up this 12% incline house. 12% incline house? Hill! My wife's not happy the way I say hill. She says I don't pronounce my H enough. I'm going up the hill. $80 meters to go into the next arch. Now streaming on the virtual FMR YouTube. The name of the channel has changed from Zwift Run Channel to Virtual FMR. Thank you all for joining tonight. Always a pleasure to run with you all. Here's the next arch. Here we go, through the arch. Speed up to 6 kilometers per hour. Can you believe? Thursday already. Thursday. Friday tomorrow. End of the week again. So it'll soon be park run time. Don't know which one I'm going to yet. My two local park runs are Lanhydrock or Eden. Usually, Lanhydrock's the nice weather run and Eden is the wet weather run. Due to Eden being on tarmac paths, Lanhydrock being in a muddy woodland. Sally says, hi Clive, in game. Thank you for the run, that's alright Sally. No problem at all, always good to run with you. Says, I took Clive's advice and headed straight for the treadmill when I got home. Tina says, it's the only way, Paul. Paul says, yes, it is, Paul. If you get home, I really struggle to run Workout Wednesday because it's not till 6:30. And I'm at home for 2.5 hours before it, and I almost fall asleep on the sofa and get preoccupied with jobs outside. But if I can get home, have a quick drink, set up the live stream, get changed, and get the 5 o'clock run done, it's more enjoyable, gets it done, and then you've got the whole evening ahead of you to chill out. Oh! Tina says this Saturday she's having to go to Bridport for parkrun, as Frogmurray Farm is not on. They're resurfacing the farmyard. Be interested to see what it's like afterwards, won't it, Tina? Might be a nice running surface there at the start. The Anderson says, has anyone been watching the World Championships from Tokyo? I do apologise, I haven't. I've been at work all day. I come home and run, then I cook the dinner, then I put the chickens and ducks away. And I do apologise, I then sit down in the evening with the family and watch EastEnders. It's not the best thing to watch, but for some reason, each evening, our family comes together and we watch EastEnders. I just spend the whole time moaning about the different characters. It's not the happiest programme to watch. But it brings us together. It's me daughter and me wife that love it, I think. So today at work I've been in the warehouse again, mixing sands, packaging orders and sending them off. We was at the care home in the morning and in the afternoon had to repair some overbed tables as they had seized up and gone rusty inside. So we had to put, guess what Tina, we had to put WD-40, unscrew the screws that holds the top part of the table up, put WD-40 in the screw holes, and then hammer the batter it until it came free. If in doubt, give it a clout. Then we cleaned up the pipes, bit of sandpaper, oiled them up, put back in again. That's what I did this morning before I went to the warehouse. Unfortunately, we got another leak in one of the lounges at work. So tomorrow, I'll be doing a Sebastian and going up on the roof. I've got an idea of where I think it's getting in. So we'll paint that, repair that, and hopefully that'll stop it. We've also got 2 ton of biomass pellets. Burner pellets come this afternoon, so we've got all them to move down tomorrow. So I'm going to be knackered tomorrow. Tina says, that's less deodorant for you then, Clive. Yes, less WD-40 for me in the morning. Us men love a bit of WD-40. It does everything. Unfortunately, one of the tables I was going to fix in the morning after soaking in WD-40, my work colleague thought they were to be taken apart. And when I went down the workshop, he'd have broken it up. So hopefully I can put it back together again tomorrow. He thought it was for the skip, but it was for repair. Anthony Ann says, good job you're not running tomorrow then. It's a good workout for the legs, Anthony. It's about 2 ton of biomass pellets. They're all in 15 kilo bags. Luckily, we've got a little ride-on tractor and trailer, so we're just going to lift them off the stack, put them in the trailer, drive them down the garden, and then offload them, walk about 10-15 meters, and just keep doing that over and over again till all the bags are moved. But it's a good workout for the legs. It's like going to the gym for a couple of hours. Here we go then, we are approaching 2 kilometers in, which is almost halfway. 250 meters to go into the next arch. Currently running at 6 kilometers per hour. Heart rate 130. Cadence 166. 20 minutes, 40 seconds elapsed. Well done to everyone in game. Whatever workout you're doing, as we found out last night, or as we were told by Tina, Paul, this will help you, you can do whatever you want in this workout and still get all the stars. So all that extra XP for doing your own speed. Which is good to know. So last night we tested it on one of the reps. I ran about 1.5 kilometers faster than we should have. Jonathan Perkin was doing his own workout and not doing what it said on screen. And Tiago just ran off into the distance. But we all got the stars, so that must be an update on Zwift from 5 years ago, when you used to lose your stars, but now you keep them. Paul Haywell says, yes, he's noticed. He is getting all his stars tonight. It's good, isn't it, Paul? Not sure if they've done that to help out, or whether it's a glitch in the programming for runners. Make the most of it whilst you can. Anthony Ann's going to stick to running. He ain't going to be lifting bags of pellets yet, or going to the gym. Tina loves the gym, you know. Tina quite often goes to the gym in the morning and then goes running in the evening. A lot of respect for that. Yeah. Tina says, yep, we lose all the stars on my whoosh. It's quite hard to keep all the stars in my whoosh, isn't it? You have to be bang on what it recommends on screen. Here we go then, 6.5 kilometers per hour for the Beacon group. 2 kilometers done. Halfway through the workout. Welcome to kilometre 3. This is where it might get tasty, it says on the screen. So now we're at that halfway point. Think about your form. Try and stand nice and tall. Drop the shoulders back. Breathe. Nice breaths. Get the oxygen into your lungs and through the body. Energizing the muscles. Hello, Paul Deering. How the devil are you? Paul says, great to see all my Zwift Run friends. Fitting well. Knee operation in a fortnight. Then I will be 21 years old again. Nice one. Good luck with your operation, Paul. And your age reduction. Good to hear from you, buddy. Hope all is well. Tina says, I wondered why you were cycling, Paul Deering. Good luck. Well done, Paul, for keeping on your fitness. If you can't run due to injury, get on your bike. Do strength training, whatever it takes. Good work, mate. Paul Haywood says, great. Great, Paul. Well done, buddy. Yeah, we're still here, running away on Zwift. Hopefully you'll be able to join us in the winter. When the clocks drop back and the nights get darker, I'm sure we'll all be back here on Zwift again. Hope it all goes well, says Anthony. Paul says he's missing running with all us lot. Missing you too, Paul. Hopefully the gang will be back together in the winter months. I'm sure Mr. C will be back with us in October. And maybe the old marathon training season will start back on Zwift, which he'll be hosting and leading. When's that start normally? About November? Something like that. So I'm just trying to bring my breathing down a little bit, nice and steady. Bringing the heart rate down as well. Heart rate currently 133. The target is to try and keep it around 150, as close as possible to 150 by the end, or below 150. We've had a few 150s and 151s right at the end. Haven't quite managed to make it under 150 yet. Tina says it's January we start doing the marathon training. Okay, watch out for that. Like and subscribe, hit the notification bell. That's always a good fun workout, isn't it, Tina? That takes over from Workout Wednesday for a few weeks. Paul Hayward says better block out my Friday nights. What are you blocking out from, Paul? Is Sally just behind me? Look, well done, Sally. Paul Hayward's a good 9 minutes up in front. Well done, buddy. And well done to everyone else in front and with and behind. Good work, everyone. Good work, everyone. Beacon Group now well over halfway. Here's the epic song to get us up this hill. Tina says she will be resuming her Tuesday night or her Tuesday social run, 5:30 PM UK times, as the nights are getting darker. And yes, the clocks will be dropping. Do they fall back? Yeah. Spring forward in the spring, fall back in the fall. So clocks go back an hour here in the UK. Next month, I think. Then it will be definitely darker in the evenings. Nice one, Paul. Paul says Brighton Marathon. And in June he's got a coast to coast ending in Robin Hood Bay, north of England, is his 2026 goals. So I hope the training goes well, Paul. How exciting, 2 awesome runs for you coming up next year. I've got nothing booked in for next year. I've got one coming up next week. Oh, and then 2 weeks after that we've got Eden Project Marathon. And that's it. Just lots of Zwift, MyWush, Treadmill and local running around the loops. Tina says, whoa! Good one, Paul. Anyone else got anything booked in for next year? I haven't. Should start thinking about it. We'll see how next weekend goes. Could be my last 100. Thinking about retiring from 100s. They don't have to take it out of you. I'll always be here on the treadmill though. Oh, Haywood's booked an Italian holiday. Very nice. I went to Italy for my wedding. What's it called? Honeymoon. What's it called? Many years ago, around Lake Garda. And we went on lots of day trips to the Dolomites and to see Ötzi the mummified man. Went to Venice. Really enjoyed it over there. Awesome culture and country. 50 metres to go to the next arch. Paul Haywood fan on arch. 7 kilometres per hour. Here we come. Is your fan on yet, Paul? Try and squeeze a park run in, Paul, when you're over in Italy. If they do them in Italy, that is. Any excuse. Here we go then, 7 kilometres per hour for the final 1,000 metre stretch. Of this event tonight. Oh, Paul's cruising. He's going on a cruise. Very nice indeed. I've cruised around that area when I was in the Royal Navy. Anthony Anderson says, no more marathons for me. Too time consuming. And it's not just the marathon, is it, Anthony? It's all the training block as well. I'll be quite happy to get this 100 out the way next week, then the marathon the following 2 weeks later, and then just go on part runs every Saturday. Concentrate on my part run count. Let's see if we can get up to 100 before the end of January. Currently on 71. Tina says she totally agrees with Anthony. Shorter distances, more comfortable, and most importantly, enjoy the outdoor runs when the weather's nice. Paul said he tried a park run in Italy the last time he was over there. And he fell over in Rome the day before. What's that? The day before a park run? Oh my God. Tina says that's hilarious, Paul. No cruising on this run, says Paul. You can always run on the cruise ship. There'll be treadmills, won't there? Just make sure the weather's not too bad. You can always pop on. Have they got internet on a cruise ship? I'm sure they have, haven't they? You could jump onto Zwift, run on a treadmill and join us from your cruise ship. That'd be cool. Tell us about where you've been and what you've got up to during the day. He's not on a cruise, he's cruising this run. Oh my God. Paul said he had to walk back to the hotel with a bloody face. It was Italian Day and there were police and guns all over the place. I've had an experience like that many years ago. My oldest son, when he was a baby, kicked me in the eye and gave me a black eye. And then we went to Butlins. And when I was in the bar, they were all giving me a funny look because there I was watching the England Football World Cup game with an England shirt on, drinking lager with a black eye. It wasn't a pretty sight. I think they kept an eye on me to make sure I didn't start any trouble. Little did they know, a 2-year-old kicked me in the eye. Anthony Anderson used the gym when he was cruising in Norway. When I was in the Royal Navy, all we had on board were rowing machines, and they were tucked away down below deck in little cubby holes. But when you're at sea for 8 months after your watch or your shift, it's something you look forward to doing, going down there for 30 minutes, listening to music and working out on the rowing machine. A little bit of time by yourself. Tina says she remembers that, Paul. Paul telling us about his bloody face while he was on holiday. Paul says, good memory, Tina, good memory. So quick form check, Paul, wherever you are, and Sally. And anyone else watching and running in game tonight, stand nice and tall. Drop your shoulders back, bring your hips forwards. Stay up on the balls of your feet, spring up that hill. Keep it nice and light. Nice deep breaths. $300 meters to go to the next arch. Heart rate 145. Paul says 5:36. What's that, Paul? The time? or your pace. Feeling warm now. Temperature in the Cornish garage tonight. Here in Cornwall, 16.7 degrees centigrade. 70% humidity. Thought it felt a bit warm. So it's very humid in here tonight. I don't think I've seen it that high, actually, in the garage. It's usually around 50, 60. There's no floods in here tonight. It's all dried up. I think they sorted that problem. So I don't know why it's so humid. (19.9 degrees centigrade in Paul Haywood's garage. Shed, workshop, pain cave, wherever he is. 84% humidity for Paul. Gold, that's even higher. So it's very humid in the UK today. $80 meters. Anthony Anderson also agrees it's very humid outside today. I tell you what, my grass, I thought it was the last time I cut it last weekend. My grass is growing better now than it has all year. It's lush, it's green, it needs cutting again. Perfect weather for grass at the moment. The grass needs cutting both at work and here at home at the moment. Here we go then. 8 kilometers per hour for the final 200 meters. Get up that hill, everyone. Well done, Sally. Well done, Paul. Well done, everyone else. Heart rate 150, just touched it. I think it's quite humid tonight, so a tiny bit higher than usual. But it's not gone over 150 yet, it's hanging around there. Tina said her grass is the same. $15 meters to go for the Beacon group. Maximum heart rate 150. Again, can't quite keep it below 150, but happy with that. It's where we want to be at this point during the training block before next weekend. Dropping the incline back down to 0, bringing the speed up to 10. We're going to run it out to 5 kilometers. Shake out the legs, bring down the heart rate. Tina says, well done everyone. Thank you, Tina. Good work, Clive, says Paul. Big thank you to everyone that dropped into the live stream tonight here on Virtual FMR. Thank you, Anthony, Tina, Paul Haywood, Paul Deering. Good to see you again, buddy. Good luck with your operation in a couple of weeks. Looking forward to seeing you in the winter. Well done to Sebastian, who took place in a 7K in real life running race tonight, wherever he is now, probably in the bath, relaxing. Anthony says, well done all, good effort. So 500 metres left here for me tonight. Nice and steady. Heart rate coming back down nicely, 123, 124. 3 minutes of cool down left. So it is Thursday, isn't it? I will be definitely back here on Monday, 5 PM UK time, running on my whoosh. Monday night, running Manic Monday. We'll be done some sort of interval session. Little bit of effort, but not too much. And then I'll be here again next Tuesday and Thursday, definitely. Easing down on the mileage, easing down on the effort next week, as it is officially taper week. So on Thursday next week, I might even take my incline down a bit. Building those energy reserves. Have a great weekend, everyone, says Anthony Anderson. Yes, indeed. Enjoy your park runs, enjoy your real life running. Tina, is it this weekend that you're doing your 7-mile trail run through the river? Good luck with that if it is. I bet you love it. I think it's going to be raining, so don't worry about getting wet. Yeah, Tina's running on Sunday. I am actually, Tina. I mean, you can never be too confident with a 100-miler because you don't know how you're going to feel on the day. But after running workout Wednesday last night with a little bit of rest this week, I felt quite good. Very confident during the run. Just got to not get injured, not get ill. I had to pick my daughter up from school today because she's got a throat infection. Drove all the way home with the windows open and my head out the window, trying to avoid any contact with illness that I can. This is when you don't want to get it now. It's going to be slow and steady, Tina. Finish line is the target. Beat the cut-offs. Anthony Anderson says it's time for the lights to go on in the pain cave. So it's dark there already. There's the streamers to mark 5K. Not quite 5K at the top of the screen yet. There we go, that's 5K, that's 5K. The streamers have gone off. Let's hit that stop button. Right, let's close down Zwift and save the run first, otherwise the streaming software will freeze and go bonkers. End that run. Maximum heart rate 150. Happy with that? Right, there we go. I'm done. Exiting. Catch you next time. Ride on. Thank you guys for your company tonight. See you all next week, says Tina. Have a fab weekend. Paul Haywood got 7K in. He's happy with that. So you should be, buddy. That's really good. Really good. Paul Haywood says bye. Anyway, everyone, have a good evening. I'm going to go and have a shower now and put my my work clothes back on, ready to close the ducks, chickens and tortoises up. We will be back here again on Monday next week for my Wish Run Manic Monday at 5 PM UK time. Have a fantastic weekend, everyone. Have a good evening. Stay safe. Take care. We'll see you all next time. Cheers. Bye-bye.